So like we have already done this part of the greeting. So welcome all of you to the tour of the Lanquill platform. So like even before starting with the Lanquill, with what Lanquill exactly is and how to go about it, probably the very first thing you really need to, we all really need to understand and introspect is probably that why are we here to discuss Lanquill, or why are we here to exactly what to see or what to find out in the Lanquill platform? So basically, see, it is, I mean, why your first question probably would be why Lanquill and why should we use it? So the basic thing here, like all of you know that English is kind of considered as a global language, and everywhere you go, you probably need English to communicate to, I mean, with maybe in when you're talking to your friends or when you're talking in a close circle, you can still have the liberty to talk in any other language you want. But especially when it comes to communication in the professional world, or maybe in your colleges with your lecturers, with your faculty, so there I think English is the most choiced language. So basically, now what happens is as we grow up, we usually go and we know we kind of narrow down to our specified, I mean, subject or something of our choice. And English is somewhere forgotten because we have learnt it only in our preliminary ages of education, that is in your schools or anything. So what happens is we lose touch. We kind of lose the connectivity with the language, and it's always like we there is always a chance to commit mistakes or to make errors or something like that. So basically, English is a subject which definitely helps us to communicate better and also to be proficient, and it is very very important to be proficient in this particular language, and that is exactly where Lanquill comes to help. That is exactly where you have a ready platform to practice as much as you want, to brush up your already learned skills. It's not that this is something where you're going to learn anything new. Of course, even we have that option as well, if any of you are willing to. But then basically the very first thing is that to brush up, to be in practice of what you have already learned. Yes, Varun Shetty, I know you're raising your hand. You have any question? Please do write it in the chat box. Maybe at the end of the session, we'll be answering all of those. So basically, now why? Now you might ask me that why do I need to brush up my skills? I have probably a good proper skill set, as in I know what I am good at, so I'll be doing my work along with it. So why Lanquill? Why do I need that for my future? So see, going forward, there would be a time when you might want to go in for higher educations like IELTS or GRE or TOEFL or PTE, any of these examinations. Or maybe when you go up to the third, your higher semesters, you will have to go in for these campusings. You will be recruited by top companies. You would be getting into your professional domain. So that is exactly where you need a very very proficient communication. See, this is lanquill.com, and once you go in here, you have you with your user ID and password that has been provided to you, you can directly log in. So basically, because I am a very frequent user and I keep on using this platform on a daily basis, my login ID password has been saved here. You can also do the same for easy login, right? So now from here you can log in, and that would take you to the dashboard of the platform. So here basically, like I was saying, so your name would appear here, and then this is kind of a glimpse of where exactly you stand in terms of all the skills. And apart from LSRW, we also have grammar and vocabulary, because that is very very important. See, you can be good at listening, you can be good at speaking, you can be good at all the other two skills, but if you are not good at the fundamental skill, that is grammar and vocabulary, if you don't have a good word strength, if you don't have a basic knowledge on grammar, that kind of doesn't result in a very effective communication. So also to improvise or to keep on improving on these two skills, we have also provided these to you. So basically you have a glimpse now. If you can see that I'm not too good in speaking, so my score stands here, wherein I am too bad in reading, that is the reason my score stands here. So basically this kind of gives out a glimpse of where you stand in terms of all the 6 modules. And this is also my learning graph. Okay, so what are the certifications taken? So this is basically a very compact page wherein you get to see everything at a glance, just in a very basic way. If you want to probe in further and see where exactly you stand in terms of each and every particular module, you can click on this view progress, and there you have the chart. See, these are the category wise reports. We have some basic small inputs how to improve this particular skill, and then the average score as well. This is basically the matrix of all each particular module, right? So now
yeah.
Yes.
And one more thing I would like to add, Kasturi, like this platform is AI enabled, right?
Yeah, so Lanquill is basically an AI-enabled online language lab, and we are we have been accredited by NEET and AICTE, so you can understand it holds quite a good value. So basically, this is AI-enabled, and we have real-time analysis. So I will give you I will show you how that works when we go to the writing module. So basically from here you can click on practice now, or maybe you can directly, if you don't want to have a very deep insight of your progress of the matrix, you can directly click here, and anywhere you click it is going to take you to the listening module. Now the listening module is basically what you have here is you will have an audio script which once you hit the play button it will play for you, and once it starts playing you will get questions. I mean, a couple of questions, maybe 3 or 4 questions maximum on each topic, and there will be an allotted time for it. So as in this allotted time, you have to listen to the audio and simultaneously you have to keep on answering the questions. So I'm just randomly selecting it. And then probably, yeah. So then you have the submit button. Once you submit, see, I just randomly selected it. I did not even hear the audio script. So my percentage is only 25. I can go back. If you're not happy with your score, you can go back and try the same audio again, or you can try a new audio, because we have n number of audios. We have many audios to help you out with this. All the modules are structured in the same way. So coming back, let us go to the speaking. Now the speaking module actually assesses you based on your pronunciation, based on your intonation, your dialect, your voice, the volume, everything. So basically here also you can directly go from here, or you can go from here. So this actually you will have a script, a small script here, and let me tell you students, we have catered from the very elementary level to the higher proficient level. So you will get a mix of questions. So basically what you can do is what you need to do here is you have to hit the start recording button, and then you have to read out the script. So let me try out a couple of sentences. The COVID-19 pandemic has dramatically affected the work of national, regional, and local governments. Many countries around the world have imposed lockdowns and physical distancing measures while preparing massive economic relief packages. So then you can stop recording, and whatever you have said will appear here, and based on that you will get a score here. So again, if you are not happy, you can try the same script, you can try a new script, or even here you have an option to create your own script, as in you can just have a script of your own and then maybe practice speaking as well. So this was more about speaking. Coming to reading, and here also you will have to read. This is quite similar to what we have done in our childhood, like reading passages, answering questions which are from the passage. So this is basically a passage, and see, even here you have got allotted time to complete this task, and then maybe you have to answer all the questions that are here and then submit. So once you answer all the questions, the submit button will be enabled. You can submit your answers, get your score, and then maybe you can keep on practicing all these modules in any number of times that you want. So, and finally coming to reading. So this is basically a quite an interesting module wherein you have the option to upload any ready document that you have. You can write a new, so when you click on this new document, you can, you can just write anything, and then this is provided with a real-time analysis. So basically, yeah, so let me go here and show you one more feature. So basically you can paste anything. Also, you have the option to speak and learn. Like, you really need not type anything. You can hit this button and speak whatever you want to get analyzed. That will get written down here. That will get typed here. And after that, once you hit the submit and analyze button, so let me just show you this. So I am here to give a demo to the students on how to use the Lanquill platform. It is very easy to navigate, and it shouldn't be a very big problem for our students to use it. It is really going to help them in their future. So you can see whatever I have said got typed here, and then I can see what if everything whatever I wanted to write is here, and then once I recheck that, I can submit and analyze. So once I submit and analyze, you can see whichever the errors are all highlighted. So we kind of this, and based on this, see, the quality of the document is 0. Now once I click on this and make the corrections, see, now my document quality is 100%. So now you know that the entire document is error free, and we assess you. I mean, Clank will assess you on the very fundamental categories of grammar, vocabulary, and style. So and now when you have an error-free document, now you might ask me that, okay, I have got an error-free document here, but how do I get it? I mean, how do I get that? So here basically you have the option to download the document as well as the report. So once you download the document, you will get the error-free document. If you want to download the report, you can. So now, coming before you download, what we offer you is, and let me show you how you can upload a document, and then I'll show you that. So maybe I just upload this particular document. So now it's getting analyzed. Lavanya ma'am, while I do this, can you please give the access to people who are trying to join?
Yeah, I am admitting.
Okay. So basically now you see that this was a big document. I have uploaded it. It has analyzed it, and whatever these, I have got the errors also, whatever is there in the document. Now the basic, one very, very interesting thing here is that, suppose I am not too good in English. I don't understand English like that. I need to understand why this is being highlighted as an error. So I have a native language support here. So native language support is basically, as of now, we have a native language support in only in few of the languages, but gradually we'll be having it in all the languages. And now for me, my native language is Bengali. So if I want, I can just click on this and I can see the entire suggestion in Bengali. So when you want to even download the report, if you want it for future reference to see where you had gone wrong, so in case you want to download the report, it will give you a suggestion that if you want to check see the suggestions in your native language or not. If you are proficient in English, you think that no, I don't need native language support, you can download it without it, or if you want it in native language, you can also do that. So I click on no and then I download it. So this is how the report, it is a detailed report, and see, so it comprises of 11 pages and it is a detailed report on all the corrections, all the errors that were highlighted by Lanquill, and also the corrections that are needed in the particular document. All right. So this was quite interesting, I guess, Lavanya ma'am.
Yes, definitely, Kasturi. This particular tool is very, important tool, I believe, in Language. And I would like to know, Kasturi ma'am, like how it is, helpful for students, especially for,
Yes.
engineering students.
Actually, what it is very, very important, because I believe most of our students engage in a lot of project work. They need to write a lot of project reports. Going forward, they might have to write a lot of thesis reports, or maybe they need to write a small letter or something to the head of the department or something. So that their document is always error free. It is always, foolproof. They can get it rectified and checked in the Lanquill platform. So once they put it out here, it will be analyzed. Any errors, if it is there, they can get it rectified and finally download the correct document. Absolutely error free document from here.
That was indeed a wonderful explanation from you, Kasturi.
Okay, so yeah, coming back, this was more about writing, and then we also have grammar quiz, wherein you are given with a lot of we have n number of questions on grammar and vocabulary. And if you want, see, you just to check what is the strength of your English grammar, you can keep on answering. There would be 10 questions, and if you keep on answering, after that, if I can show you this, I'm just randomly selecting it. So once you select, what happens at the end of completing all the 10 questions, Lavanya ma'am, you will be given all the questions along with their correct answers. If you have selected the correct answers, it would be highlighted in green. If not, your answer will be highlighted in red, and also the correct answer will be given to you. So I'm not waiting for this to, finish. Similarly, the vocabulary builder also works, wherein you will be given all the questions, and whatever answer you choose, that will be highlighted as correct or incorrect. And if the answer is incorrect, Lanquill will also give you the correct answer. Okay, so this is how you can also really, really work and work on, and also improve a lot in your grammar as well as vocabulary skills. Then we have the know your level. The know your level is nothing but, suppose I have not practiced. Now, what happens is, we are from when we were in school, we really did not learn English always in depth, right, Lavanya ma'am?
Yes, yes, definitely, Kasturi, because when we were in school days, whatever the teachers used to teach us, we used to learn because the basic grammar,
Mhm.
that was what, I mean, for me, that wasn't good enough, I believe,
Exactly.
Kasturi.
Sometimes, and like I said, that we lose contact after, I mean, we lose touch of this particular subject after a certain point of time. So
Yes,
basically, if I want to know what my level is and where
yes.
I exactly stand, I can just, take this know your level test, and I will get an idea of what my level is in terms of English. Like if I, because like I said, like you only said, I didn't have to mention that Lanquill also provides a 7-level certification.
Okay.
And certifications are always very, very important. It assesses you, it judges you on all the 6 modules. So basically, what happens now, I might just be in the elementary level, or I might not be in the elementary level. I could be at level 3 or level 4. So this know your level quiz actually helps me to understand what my level is in terms of the language. So basically, these are very, very interesting. And also, if I have to, let me take you to the get certified. So basically, having talked about certification now, so I am already at level 7. So what happens is, if I want to get certified, this is something which is very, very interesting. If I am very confident, I know I'm a pro in English language, I can directly go and take the certification. I can just go here, click on this, and then get my certification started. Start test, there are certain instructions that you might have to follow to take the certification, so that you don't encounter any technical problem. You don't have to back out from the middle of the session. Or otherwise, if I think that no, I'm not too confident and I need a bit of practice before I finally go and take up the certification, this is a very, very good this thing wherein you can practice as many times as you want. So practice test is there for all the 6 modules, and I can practice it. There is no limitation on the times, on the number of times that I want to practice. I can practice it as many times as I want. And also, this is very interesting that there it gives out a hint that okay, if you are proficient in these particular grammar topics, then probably taking level 7 certification would be easier for you. In case you do not know much about this grammar topics, or you just want to test, okay, if I know this, you can take the assessment. Otherwise, you can read the topic, you can take its individual assessment, come back, practice as many tests as you want, and then finally go and attempt the certification. So don't you think this is a very unique way of preparing yourself for the certification?
Yes, yes, definitely, Kasturi. Like, the students, they can, take the n number of topics available in either in grammar, practice, so that the certification will be easier for them, right?
Exactly, exactly. So this was more about how to go about the certification and try out the different skills and practice them. But also there are students and there are many of us who actually want to learn. I mean, of course, in school we did not pay attention, we did not learn, but here there is, as we grow up, we understand the importance of learning, and we want to learn. So for that, we have the My Learning section. So which is the My Library, My Learning Center, in which we have the My Library. So this is the Learning Academy. It is quite adaptive in nature. It is something that is planned as per your everybody's individual requirement. It is not the same and general for everyone. It is very, very adaptive in nature. And here we have here Lanquill has catered to from the very, very foundation elementary level to the higher proficient level. Okay, so basically it starts from the foundation level where we have where Lanquill has catered almost all the grammar topics that are needed at the basic level, and then going up we have the intermediate level and finally the advanced level. So once you are quite proficient in these 2 levels, the advanced level will be open to you. So, and also let me here there is something very important that I want to say, that Lanquill, the every content in Lanquill, whatever is there, is very uniquely mapped to CEFR. Now CEFR is the common European framework of English language, and it is considered as the parameter. So if you want to check how Lanquill, the content in Lanquill, or how the certification in Lanquill are mapped to CEFR, you can just go and read out and see how everything is mapped. It's just not random, but it is very uniquely mapped to the CEFR standards. Also, there is something where, I mean, I know we are always, these days we are very, very busy, we have a lot of things, we believe in multitasking, we kind of want to complete a lot of work in at one shot of a time. So basically this is, we for that also we have the bite size learning, where you need not go for any in-depth learning, but it addresses the very specific questions of our users. Okay, so I just want to know something very specific. I go to the bite-sized learning option and just find it and read it. That's it. I don't need to go in depth about anything. And this is just to, help you in the in learning on the go. So I am traveling somewhere. I don't have access. I mean, I don't have the option to open my laptop and see everything. You can just access it from the mobile and just read it out. All right. So one thing, furthermore, there is one more thing which is which I forgot to mention here was in the certification that the certification provides you like see these are the levels that I have passed. So I can just you have the option to download your certificate here, and then also just not downloading here you have everything, and there then you also have the option to share it on LinkedIn directly. So isn't that a good option? We every day these days we are always hooked on to LinkedIn, right?
Yes, yes, that
So
LinkedIn
this gives you an option
yes.
to share your certificate in LinkedIn. So this was more or less about Lanquill, and other than that, we have the offline grammar analysis. Like if you are in a, if you can't really go and upload any document in the editor, or you can't go and do. I mean, you don't have access to internet. Maybe you know that at a later stage you will not have access to internet, but you need something on an urgent basis to get analyzed. So you can just choose a file over here, like I'll show you, and then submit it. So basically it will process. So this is an offline analysis which also is very helpful for all of us. And then you will see that it will be done. So once it is done, similarly like in the writing module, you can download the report from here and have a check. All right. So this is done, and now I can download. So and then you can have, you will get hold of a similar report what you get from the editor also. So this was more or less about Lanquill, and but I would request all the students that post this session, after this session is over, you can use your login IDs and passwords to access Lanquill and navigate through the entire platform, get a hang of it, and then maybe put it to the maximum use for yourself. It would be really beneficial. And here this is, you can go to this my profile section and then edit your profile, or you can just change your password from there. So yeah, after over to you,